Okay, we on live.
Con. Hey, Shalom, GMS Louisiana Saints coming at you with a quick sit down lesson. Before we get started, we like to give all honors, glory, and prayers to Yahweh,
Yahweh
Bahashim,
Bahasham
Yahushua,
Yahushai Hashem
Hakamadash.
Hakamadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey, blessings to the elect out there, man, and the sisters who watch in silence and subjection. All right. And tonight we just want to get a quick lesson in going into the recompense of our enemies. Okay. All right. We were sentenced to captivity by our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for our disobedience. And actually we're gonna go ahead and start with that. If a brother can give me Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6 about the shop. Because pretty much, we were given the law, statutes, and commandments, and we were under oath, man. All right. If we were to do the law, statutes, and commandments in its entirety, we would have reigned over the heathen, had full dominion over the world. Okay. We would have been at the top. And that's listed in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Okay. But when you go down in that same chapter, it also reveals to you what will happen if we don't stick to the law, statutes, and commandments and betray the law. Okay. And it gives you a slew of curses that will put upon us. All right. Everything that you see Jake going through from the northern tribe to the southern tribe, okay, from Judah all the way down to Issachar, those are a recompense of our dealings with the Lord. All right. We're just gonna let the scripture speak. Bring it out, brother.
You probably start from the top. I got it. You probably start from the top to go full circle on what you were saying about Deuteronomy 28.
That's cool. Go ahead, brother.
This Baruch 4:1, it says, "This is the book of the commandments of our power, and the law that endure forever. And all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die."
Hey, and that's exactly what I was just saying, man. These law, statutes, and commandments were given to give life unto Israel. Right? As we know, things were set up in a way that the Lord made us go off. Okay. But nevertheless, these things were given unto us for our well-being. Okay. But go ahead, continue on, brother.
Yeah, and it says, "But such as leave it shall die." And to die is to be in captivity. It ain't just to have your breath taken out of your body. All right, it's to be under curses. All right, to die is to come short of the commandments. Really, that's how we know. Sin. What's the wages of sin is death. All right, but prior to dying is a lead up. So the same as we left the commandments and chose to be a harlot under every green tree. All right, and we still paying for it today. All right, to die is to have infirmity, sickness, because immortality. What, you never get sick, you never cry, you never hurt, you never, right? You never do those things which cause pain and suffering. To die is pain and suffering. It's captivity. All right. It says, "But such as leave it shall die." Right. And we have life. Commandment is life. The laws is life. Give us life. It says, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated."
That's right. Hey, to be illuminated, to be made that chief people among all nations, man. That's what the law, statutes, the commandments does. That's what the word of the Lord does, man. All right. When you walk in, it escaped me right now, its location, but scriptures say when you walk in wisdom, your face begin to shine, man. All right. And the Lord, pretty much, he gave Israel these law, statutes, and commandments to make them to give us that edge over everybody else. Okay, all the other nations.
I got a precept to back up what you said.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 5. "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
That's right. Hey, these laws, they give us that separation, man. Hey, when you go back to Revelations, the 22nd chapter, it says all without the laws are dogs, sorcerers, and murderers, man. Okay? The Lord, he all throughout the scriptures, he identifies Israel as his chosen people. But what makes us what makes that separation? It's this word, okay? Now, a small remnant of our people will get it, okay? The elect and the innumerable multitude on this side. Hey, but once everything is all said and done, you know, the destruction happens, the salvation happens, and when our nation as a whole get brought back in the kingdom of heaven, hey, we're all gonna have this thing. Okay, we're all gonna have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, all right, making us as an entirety separate from all these people once again. But let me see. I got more at the root. We're gonna jump back to it. Kabal, if you could grab Proverbs 3:1 for me, bro, just to back up the point that the law, statutes, and commandments are life unto us.
Yeah, Proverbs 3:1.
Yes, sir. Go down to 2 for me, Babakasha.
Okay, is Proverbs 3. I'm gonna start verse 1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee.
That's right. As the brother Kaya said earlier, hey, these commandments, these law, statutes, and commandments are life unto us. All right. And what it says it shall add length of days, all right, long life and peace. All right. And look at our people now. There's no peace, there's no long life because they are not following the law, statutes, and commandments. They're under the curses for breaking the covenant, man. But you could continue on, Kayab, and Baruch, Bakasham.
It says, give not thine honor, Baruch 4:3, to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to our power are made known unto us.
That's right. The Lord gave these to us. All right. He didn't give these to another nation. Go on.
Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Is the point you wanted. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies.
Hey, all right, and it tell you right there our purpose of captivity. The purpose of captivity was simply to be, all right, a whipping stick, a correction tool, all right, to move us into going back and adhering to the law, statutes, commandments, ultimately coming back unto the Lord. All right. But go on again, brother.
It says, for ye, read the same one, I'll go to 7.
Go to 7. Salah.
It says, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to our power.
Go ahead, one more.
Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
That's right. Hey, we have forgotten. When you look at our people, we are totally lost, man. They don't even know who the Lord is. Yet they read the scriptures. All right, well, they don't read the scriptures. They say they do, but okay, they in these harlot houses, these different houses made by hand, man. All right, these pool pits. These people, they have forgotten the Lord, and they've forgotten how mighty He is. Okay, but nevertheless, you different nations that come against us, that put these different stumbling blocks in our way. Ultimately, Edom being a chief family, okay, the chief nation that come up against us, all right, our sworn enemy, hey, you devils got a lot to pay, man. As well as you Arabs, okay, Ishmael, you Gooks, you goddamn Ammonites, all right, Moabites, all you different nations that help afflict the children of Israel. Hey, you have a stiff recompense heading your way. If you could grab that Zechariah 1:14, Amawad, Babaka Shah.
I got you. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, verse 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy.
Hey, so the Lord telling you right there, all right, he's jealous over us, man. He's jealous over the children of Israel. Okay, go on.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
That's right. Go ahead.
For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
Con, you devils made it extremely hard for us, man. Your job was just to afflict us, all right, to the amount that the Lord wanted us to be afflicted. But you've taken it into your own hands, all right? You over afflicted us. Okay? And none of you other nations stood up and said, that's enough. None of you other nations told us, hey, you didn't see what the so-called white man was doing and say, hey man, y'all the children of Israel. He ain't even supposed to be going this far. So you devils will be held accountable as well, man. All right? You all gonna pay at the end of this thing.
I got it.
What else? Go ahead.
This is what they did right here, though. This is Revelations 11:8, and it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified." It says, "And they of the people, meaning them other nations, and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies." They seen us in that dead state, all right, not knowing who our power was, not knowing our nationality, all right, just being bugged out, right? It says, and they shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Not telling us who we was as a people. This is what these nations done. So like the brother said, you just as guilty as Esau, man. All right, and you're gonna get punished too. It says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth. Let me see, anything else? Yeah, the point I wanted to, Shalaki, about them sending gifts. All you did, you rejoiced over us getting taken down, man. You know, even to this day, you got certain heirlooms that's been sent down from family generations after generations of you when you had us in slavery, man. You know, Negro belts. It was made out of the flesh of Negroes, man. Negro lamps, sofas, chairs, dolls, man. You actually put Negroes, so-called, you put Jake's private parts in jars, man. You just pass the shit around. You gotta pay for them type of things, man. And you nations, you witness it, and you ain't do a damn thing. You helped forward the affliction. You got in on the bidding of taking us down, man, dumbing us down, destroying us, man. All right. So you got a lot coming to you too. You got a lot.
Hey, if a brother can, Kashab, if you could grab me Lamentations 2:15.
I'm already there.
Yeah, run it, bro.
Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Beautiful.
What'd you say, Kabod?
Actually, I got one too, back up the elder.
Oh,
Come on, brother.
This is Lamentations 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?
Hey, and they basically mocking us, man. When they see you niggas on the TV screens sagging your pants, all right, with the chains weighing down your goddamn neck, okay, all drugged up. All right, they see you women with your asses out, with your bosom out, okay? Hey, they wag they clap their hand and what it say? Wag their head at us, man. You know, certain like hey, Yakina, the elder Yakina always go into this, man. Those older generations of these different heathens, all right, Ishmael and Moabites and things of that nature, they know who we are. Okay, they know exactly who we are. They keep their children away from us. You know, they say, look at those thugs, look at those harlots. All right, but
And
you
one thing they
people,
do, I want to say
go ahead.
one thing they do down here in the rough part of New Orleans, that I noticed a lot of the Edomites, if the speed limit is 25, 30, they going 40 and 50 through the neighborhood because they really scared, man. I didn't
That's
see them
right.
get to the stoplight. They put the camera out at the steering wheel like this. You looking at, the watch Jake, man. You Edomites, you know who we are. You know, I'm talking about the ones that's well off and have some type of nobility, and they might have passed the information down to their families. You know who the Negroes here in America is, man.
That's right.
I even got various books on it. When you set ashore to the west coast of Africa, you knew damn well who you was getting. All right. So even to this day, this is information that was passed down. All right. And you, like I said, you can try to lie and do whatever like that. At the end of the day, you have the children of Israel in your hands. All right. And you have not been kind. You have not been pleasant with them at all, man. And that's why when we get you in that same position, we're not going to be kind and well, the hell with JOCC and the mother clowns talk about. But when we get you Edomites and you nations in our hands and under our power, we're not going to be pleasant and good to you either, man.
That's right. It's an equal recompense. Con, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm just going to read verse 16 too. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we have looked for. We have found, we have seen it.
Hey, it said all thine enemy. Okay. Last time I checked, according to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, hey, it gives a list, all right, and it covers all you nations, man, all you heathens. All right. Kind, we gonna grab them tackle this at the bottom. It says, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day we have looked for. Why? Because Jake is the number one problem for you heathens. All right. As long as we with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all right, under that banner, okay, under the mighty hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the true power of earth and heaven, and you devils and you different heathens, and you got a lot to be afraid of, man. There's numerous accounts throughout the scriptures that show, hey, whenever we were with our power, and I believe that's in the book of Judith. That's right. That's right, bro. Hey, whenever we with our power, hey, it's nothing can come against us. All right. But we gonna grab that, Quashab, and then we're gonna jump over to you, Ryan.
This Psalms 83, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come.
But Bakasha, hey, they take that crafty counsel, all right, these different World Economic Forum meetings, all right, and different meetings that Jake is not allowed at, all right. Jake not allowed to these big meetings that involve the, how do you say, moving forward of the world, because everything is against us. Go ahead.
I was going to add to you, like the United Nations, they got most nations up there that represent everybody except Jake, you know?
Yeah,
that's right.
Niggas, you best believe niggas are not in the Council of 13, man. They're not in the Bilderberg meeting. Niggas not even being in Canada in the building when that shit going on, all right?
That's right.
The G20 summits, all right? The meetings at in Bohemian Grove, them niggas not there. You don't see not nail. You don't smell not what nail switch sweet going off, man. All right. You don't see no Capri Suns, none of that shit. No Swinky rides, none of that shit. Niggas are not allowed that, man. All right.
It's all to take you niggas down, man.
Yeah.
This devil want blood. This devil ain't fucking around, bro. Jake think he playing. For real. They think, all this talk about higher ups and elites and the Illuminati and shit, they think it's, fairy tale, bro. But this devil is cooking up some wild plans for you Jakes, man. But go ahead, Rashad.
There's verse 4.
Yeah.
It says they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name
Say
of
that
Israel
again?
may be." They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation."
That's right. That's what they ultimately want to do. They want to cut us off from our power. They don't want us to remember ourselves. All right. They know what come with that. And we're going to jump to that precept right after this, Ryan. Go ahead.
It says
Rashad?
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
That's right. They are all in one accord against us. They put their differences aside between each other just to come up against us, man. That's their common denominator, that they are not the chosen of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. That's what truly matters in the earth. Okay. That's what matters. That's what these people look at.
I want to say something. I was just looking at it right here. There's over
Go ahead.
193 United Nations members, and guess what? Yes, I went through every 193 of them, and now none of them got you Jakes on there. Now they're Native American, and in the few Northern Kingdoms that are part of that, guess what? A lot of them are sold out. Your leaders and your members, they nothing but different agents for Esau, man. All right,
Spaniards.
paid for, huh?
Spaniard Edomites at the top.
Yeah, there's been nothing but different kooks going on, man. Where these, the government of the U.S. has set them up to reign over you, and you think you got some type of leadership, and you run shit. You don't run a goddamn thing, man.
Right. Go ahead, Ryan. You could grab yours, Samaki. Go ahead, grab yours first.
Okay, come on. It's Luke 16:21. And desired to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. Yeah, because these heathens, they come and lick the sores of Israel. They put all the liquor stores in your neighborhood. Esau Edom gives them, tax breaks. Set up the chicken wing spots, all the fried spots, all the alcohol. So that's what they do. They come and suck out Jake pretty much like leeches and ticks, man.
That's right.
Getting it's fat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like you said, with that Psalms 83 you're bringing out, it's the same thing. They all confederate. They don't like each other, but they all get together and hate Jake, though. They're unified on that.
Yeah, on destroying your ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bird said, giving you niggas liquor stores, MSG chicken, fucking owl wings, man. Telling you niggas the corner store. They ain't chicken, that's owl, man. All right? Mm-hmm. Salty ass fish, malt liquor, Swisher sweets. He give you niggas all the poison you niggas, man. Fucking milk been expired. All right? And you niggas, and you, like I say, a lot of you Jakes, you like I said, we have it down here. We kind of like more or less almost like a little New York setup down here. You got corner stores and what they call bodegas and shit, and you see the shit go on, man. Jake love those nations, man. Niggas wake up in the morning, they go buy with Muhammad, they go buy with Tran. Middle of the day, they go buy all day long, and they constantly make money. All right, we got one little spot we used to go to down here. It's called Manchus. You go in that bitch. All the shit behind the counter got dust on it, heavy dust. That shit been there since fucking. probably before Katrina. And you know what Tran do? He hit the button and he go right down there and give it to you niggas, man. Niggas don't fuss, don't argue or nothing, man. You know? Here it is. We sell something for $5. Niggas say that's too much. You niggas are mentally, your minds are damaged, man. You love those nations that kicking you in your ass, man. Preferably Esau. You go spin with Mr. Charlie like a motherfucker, man. But that was, I'm gonna say this too though, but that what integration was about. Integrating the different nations, Esau, Jake, to make money off the so-called black dollar, because there ain't no goddamn black dollar either, man. But they made money off you Jakes. All right. So you niggas are money, you niggas buy, you the biggest consumers of all the bullshit, man. Anything new, trendy, shiny, packaged right, you niggas gonna buy it, man. You niggas will go without just to get it. We didn't seen that, man. I know niggas right now, lights off. When you see them walk up to the door, put the key in, they go right away, light that goddamn candle. But they got season tickets to the Saints losing ass though, man. Go ahead, brother. Niggas is rude, man.
Wherever you go, all right, in this country, wherever you go, man, you're gonna have, like they always say, them bodegas, them ghettos, them projects, and it's a telltale sign. You ain't gotta walk too far. You're gonna find Muhammad ass, all right? You're gonna find Ling Ling. They right there, they close by, man.
You're gonna find Matumbo. Matumbo's
him too.
Them weed shops, them Africans, get you niggas them badass old ass goat weed, put on your fucking heads. You go in there and spin with him too, man. While he follow you around the store with his black ass feet. You all right?
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, you can go ahead and pull that, Ryan.
Hey, I want to say one thing too, cause I didn't see the Moabites do it, man. The Moabites, some Africans, they be selling you the black woman, them old ass products, man, and water that shit down. You can watch them in the back. They watching the back. They cutting the bitch with water in the jugs and shit, man. And they top that shit back up and give it to you. You go buy it, man. Yankee number 3 weaves. All right. And you put that Brazilian shit in your head, you think that's your help, man. That'd be some whole other broad on the other side of the world help, man. All right. Go ahead, brother. Get them same spirits on you, though. Them different nation spirits on your head, man. You done bought that shit. Go ahead, bro.
And in the book of Judah, just to give a background of it, this was during the time the Neo-Babylonians, who were the nation of the Assyrians, were coming against Israel, and they had the Edomites coming, helping the Babylonians, the Moabites, the so-called Chinese today, and the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese. So all throughout our history, these heathen nations have constantly been coming against us to cut us off from being a nation. But this is a Ammonite general named Achior talking to the Babylonian general Holofernes. But this is Judah chapter 5. I'm going to start at 17. And whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High that hateth iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
And hey, that should be enough to turn you Jakes back. All right, but we understand that everything is set for an appointed time. Hey, when we went off, we got our asses handed to us, okay, by whomever was the enemy. All right, but when we were with the Lord, hey, you can go into these different scriptures, like First Maccabees, all right, and countless others. You will have Israel as the smaller amount in the army, all right, but still they beat, how can I say it, great armies through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, because they were doing what they were supposed to do, all right, which is following the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, go ahead, brother.
And if I could say too, the heathens understand this as well. As
right.
it says in Ezekiel, thou art wiser than Daniel. These elites, they know this, and they know that when we're at one with our power, that we can't be stopped. Hence, why they confederated themselves together in Psalms 83 to cut us off from being a nation and to get us to think we were everything else under the sun but who we are, so they could continue to abuse us and use us.
I got a small one real fast. Small scripture. It's Proverbs 16:7. Even think about it, says, when a man ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So even in that account, when your ways pleasing the Lord just make the whatever was going on, he outmatches you. He give us with lesser numbers more of a victory over a more predominant, strong, outnumbered nation. The nation be outnumbering us, and the Lord still make us just triumph over him, man. Right? That's like the brother. That's just to prove it. When your ways please the Lord is with us, man. All right. Go ahead,
You want to say something, Moab?
Yeah, just real quick to back up everything else saying. This Deuteronomy 32:30. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and Yahweh had shut them up?
Beautiful. Go ahead. You want to speak on it?
No. I'm agreeing.
Come. Hey, that's self-explanatory. You got it, right?
Okay. Verse 19. But now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my lord now pass by, lest their lord defend them, and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
And basically, he gave them an ultimatum. You know, and you can observe the times and see that they with their power and just keep on moving. You know, or you can go against them while they with their power, and we're gonna be laid in the dust. You know, but hey, that's also a representation of what's happening now. All right, the elect are returning back unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. We are totally outnumbered. Okay, we outnumbered, we outclassed. We don't have, you know, the technology these devils have. There's the only way we gonna make it out this upcoming trials, man, is through the power and spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, returning back unto them. Okay. Hey, and that's how we gonna get the victory. There's no other way, man. We gotta please Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai so that he will have our backs. All right. Anybody had a precept before we continue on? Good. If a brother can grab me, Shamakia, could you grab me Isaiah 51 and 21? About shop.
Okay, I got you. All right, there's Isaiah 51 and 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Yeah, hey, our people, we are drunken, but not with wine, man. Hey, the philosophies, the different doctrines that this devil has set up to take us down has put us in a drunken state. Okay, our people are so drunken that they're sleeping out on the streets. You know, sort of say, hey, they don't know who they are, they don't know where they come from, they don't know where they going. You know, go ahead.
Thus said Yahweh, the Lord, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury, thou shalt no more drink it again.
That's right. Hey, when after this, you know, I brought this out soon. Hey, this salvation that the Lord, the second coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, all right. And we're not gonna go into slavery anymore. All right, we're never gonna touch slavery again. Would it go on? It's gonna go
God.
into it.
But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have
That's right.
said to thy soul. What's like?
Hey, that's right. The Lord gonna put that same cup, all right, into the hands of those who've afflict us, who've trodden us down, man, who've made us a tumult. Okay, go ahead.
Which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over.
Hey, and these devils, these Edomites, all right, they've actually done that. They've actually walked on the backs of our ancestors. You know, our ancestors were as footstools to these people. And when you go into it, the scripture said we're going to do unto them as a double. Okay, they're going to receive double. All right. Let's see what we got. But brother can grab me Psalms 110 and 1 about Kashah. Any brother.
All right, this is Psalm 110 and 1. Okay. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool.
That's right. Hey, and that's Yahweh talking unto Yahweh, man. He said, just sit at my right hand until he make his enemies thy footstool. And hey, Yahweh's enemies are our enemies. Okay? Which we went through the precept earlier, giving you a list of our enemies. They're going to be made our footstool. Go ahead.
Okay, Yahweh shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies.
And who is the rod of his strength? That's Yahweh, man. Go ahead.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, though thou hast the dew of thy youth.
That's right, man. Hey, and in that day, when Yahweh is ruling, the scriptures say in Romans, the 8th chapter, that we are joint heirs with him, man. He's going to be ruling with a rod of iron. We're going to be in the same fashion, in the same mind as the brother, all right, as our Lord Yahweh. You know, we're going to rule these people with vigor. Okay, we're going to do unto them double as they have done unto us.
I want to back you.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 2 and 25, which is in red letters. This is who we're joint heirs with, Yahweh. He says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works to the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
That's right. Hey, you got to endure this thing to become that joint heir with Yahweh. All right. We're gonna rule these people with a rod of iron, man. You know. But since you're in Revelations, Babaka Shah, brother, grab me Revelations 13 and 9.
I got one for you too.
Come.
This Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
That's right. Hey, you devils led us into captivity. You other nations, you've all had your way with us, man. You all had a piece of the nation of Israel. Okay. So though you led us into captivity, and now you know in a very, very near future, you shall be led into captivity. Go ahead, you got your precept.
It's just one verse, just back up the last two precepts. This is Jeremiah 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
That's right. All right, all they that have preyed upon us shall be given as a prey. Hey, but you goddamn devils, you Edomites, man, you're gonna receive the worst punishment out of them all. Okay, the heathen, they're gonna serve us in hardcore slavery for 1,000 years, all right, and return back to their lands and still give tribute unto us. Hey, but you devils, according to Obadiah 1:18, hey, you're gonna be eradicated, man. You know, that big bonfire. But for brother can grab me Baruch chapter 4. And you can start at verse 24.
Okay, I got you. This is Baruch 4 and 24. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
That's right. Hey, these other nations, they're gonna see the return of Yahushua, man. All right, they're gonna see the downfall of this devil, all right, in this wicked ass kingdom. All right, go ahead.
Verse 25, it says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy had persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck.
That's right. We're gonna have these Edomites in captivity. All right, starting with the elites of this world. They're gonna be the first fruits of captivity, first fruits of slavery under the Israelites, man, under Yahushua. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 26, it says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies.
Con. Now, do me a favor, brother, and jump down to verse 30, the bucket shot.
Con. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee.
Go on. I'll tell you when to stop.
Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin.
If I could say, it says, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. And we read back in Lamentations that all nations, okay, clap their hands and wag their heads at us. All right. So miserable shall they be. Okay. Go ahead.
It's verse 34. It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Last verse, 36.
O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High.
That's right, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man, that the Lord is going to take these devils down, right? And ultimately put them under subjection of Yahushua and likewise his men. All right. They've ruled over us with vigor. Okay. They've dealt treacherously with us. All right. But
I got you something.
You got it, brother.
God, this Baruch 5 and 5. It says, arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about towards the east, and behold, thy children gathereth from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of our power. For they departed from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies. But our power bringeth them unto thee, exalted with glory as children of the kingdom.
That's right. And the beginning stages of that is happening now, man. The gathering of the elect. Okay, we have turned to the east. Right, We have faced Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and repented and came back unto him. Okay? You want to say something? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Khan, which, like you said, is a process to that. And now the last thing we have to do is be redeemed. We already
right.
been bought with a price. So when you buy something in the store and reserve it, all right, it has your name on it. Nobody can come get it unless you call the people and was like, let such and such name get it. But see, that's why the Lord spoke in Deuteronomy at the end of it that what? He would buy us back. No man would then save us. So like you say, all the pieces is set up for us to be saved at this point. Now, yeah, you know, it's still a couple prophecies have to fulfill themselves. The sea hip has to come into place. All right, and obviously, you know, the third world's war, but ultimately we're in prime position to be saved, man. Okay, like you said, we didn't look towards the east. We have repented. We have turned back. All right, we have prophesied now, getting a famine and the word coming, and you know the ducks are lining up in the row, man. And hey, at this point, Jerusalem has risen. All right, we have as the elder read earlier that the spirit entered into our bodies. We are tormenting them by the spirit of our mouths. Going back to 2 Thessalonians, the pieces are in place, man. We just got to get saved from here. We got to just be redeemed. All right, we already purchased, and we have been purchased with a price, the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. And ultimately, listen, he come and get those who the Lord have put in his hand. He said, now one of them is lost. So he's come and get what he have purchased, man. And Abba Rakazah, we are those men that reap the salvation. You got it, bro.
That's right. Hey, like you said, man, the pieces of the puzzle are being put together in the very faces of these devils, man. There's nothing they can do about it.
Get that.
The puzzle's clear.
It's
the jigsaw puzzle is pieced together, brother.
That's right.
It's you can see it. All right, we can actually see the whole vision of the picture now, of the puzzle pieces, man. All right, from us coming into captivity, from us about to enter out of our captivity, everything is the puzzle is set, man. You got it, bro.
Right.
I got a precept to what you just said, Kalaya.
Go ahead.
I always go this one when stuff like this come out. This is Psalms 50 and 21. These things has thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. All right, this is the point. Everything else here is the point. It says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, and that's likened unto the Lord actually refurbishing, okay, putting his jewels in that furnace, okay, putting that raw ore in the furnace, burning off those impurities, right in the faces of these devils, okay, actually shining his jewels in front of the eyes of these devils, man, in front of the whole world, okay. These things are taking place as we speak. Prophecy. Hey, we just had a super big event, all right? The World Economic Forum, man. This a couple days ago? What do you think they was talking about, Jake? They understand that the Lord is coming back, man. That the Lord is sending his holy son, all right? That lying in a thicket back. They know he's coming. They know he's on his way with great power. They know his men are here. Okay, we just being charged up down here, bro. That's what this word is doing unto us. All right, the true elect. But I think that's all I had. Any brother had anything else? Go ahead.
Well, just to back up what you were saying about actually our captivity ending and then Esau, receiving of that cup. It's back in Lamentations chapter 4, we'll start at 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, which today is America. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So Yeah, this also proves that Esau is going to be the last captivity of the Israelites. So anyone saying the so-called white man is Japhet, you teaching that we got to go into captivity again, which is off as hell, man. This scripture is telling you after Edom's destroyed, that's it. He will no more carry thee away into captivity ever again. You got it?
That's right. That's right, bro. We'll never go into captivity again. All right. Go ahead, Raya. And if
You
a
have
brother
one,
can
Kabar?
vote, you got some Kabar?
Okay, I got one. Yeah, I got one.
I'll go after you.
Okay.
Con.
Is Ezekiel 35 verse 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel.
Shit, you might as well start it. I was holding that, but I was gonna start at the top. You might
Yeah.
get all that out there.
You got it, bro.
You want to start at verse 1?
Shit.
Yeah.
Guys, Ezekiel 35 verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
Hey, and yeah, I'm just gonna say we know that as Jerusalem's a people before it's a place, so is Mount Seir. So this is talking about the entire nation of you Edomites, from the east to the west, to the north to the south, primarily in Babylon, your power center, America.
Verse 3. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, on Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Yeah, something you want to say, Kaya?
No, what are you reading down to 15?
No, I was just gonna go down to 6.
Yeah,
I was just gonna go down to 6, and then I guess you jump to 15. Yeah,
no, I
not all the
thought
way
you
down.
reading from 1 to 15. You got it.
I'm just gonna read it.
You could.
Man, we gonna lose the attention of the. Yeah, we gotta hit the point, brother.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down to 6, and then you can go. You can take it from there, Kabar. But as it said in verse 3, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, on Mount Seir, the nation of Edom, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Keep going on.
I will make thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And how's he going to make their cities desolate? With those nuclear tipped ICBMs, which is going to hit everywhere you Edomites dwell. And a lot of these places are going to be desolate, but a lot of Edomites outside of America are going to survive because they got to serve as the first fruits of slaves along with their elites.
Right.
But as for every single Edomite, heathen, and the wicked of our people, the 2/3 in America, hey, you're going to get wiped off the map.
And they getting put down.
Everybody, unless you are the elect in America, you ain't making it. You're just fat and fuel for the fire. And then everybody's going to get reincarnated into their right roles. The 2/3 are going to come back righteous, and you heathens, chiefly you Edomites, are going to come back into chains. Keep going on.
Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and thou hast shed the blood of the church of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
And that perpetual hatred, when you go into that word, it means from antiquity, from ancient times, forever to the future. It's in these Edomite spirits to have this hatred towards us all the way from their forefather, and they're even going to have hatred towards the kingdom. Difference is that they won't be able to do a goddamn thing about it because they're going to be slaves and getting their teeth kicked in. But as it says, and shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Going back to that first precept in Zechariah, you helped forward the affliction. Our iniquity, so to speak, had an end when slavery was over, chattel slavery during the plantation slavery and all that. But hey, as it says, you continued to Slakia by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. After slavery, you still put a foot on us up until this day, which we can clearly see. You do everything you can to make us second-class citizens, take us away from our heritage, and put our people to death. Keep going on.
Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
As it says in Numbers 35 and 33, the land cannot be cleansed by the blood, but by the blood of him that shed it. So since you Edomites liked using your blessing, that sword, to just run roughshod over Israel, hey, that sword is going to be turned back on you, and that blood is going to pursue you. The Most High put y'all Edomites in a trick bag, because what's it saying in the scriptures?
Right.
He that killeth with the sword, your blessing, which you damn sure killed with, must be killed with the sword. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, and also he that liveth by the sword shall what? Die by the sword.
That's right. You got it, Kabak.
Yeah, you got it.
Now, hey, and I'm jumping down to verse 15. Ezekiel 35, verse 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou should be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumean, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Just same how these heathens rejoice, starting with your Esau Edom, rejoice of our downfall. Same way we go rejoice on their downfall. Okay, that's simple.
Say Kabar. Did it say some of Idumea?
I said all of it.
Oh,
Gone.
Hey, it said Idumea and Mount Seir, in case you got it confused, in case you thought it was just talking about Mount Seir. It said all of Idumea as well.
But it's a Greek where it said Esau, Edom.
hey, do me a favor since you're in Ezekiel. Anybody had another precept before I continue on? Con. If you're still in Ezekiel, Kabak, jump over to Ezekiel 25 and we'll just get straight to the point. Hit 14, Kabak chapter.
Okay, it's Ezekiel 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord power.
Hey, and a portion of that is going to start over here. Hey, because when you go into, I believe that's Isaiah, Edom is going to be as a chase row. All right. And who you think going to be chasing them? The nation of Israel, man. And it's going to continue out in the kingdom of heaven when we rule them with that rod of iron, man. You know. Any other brother had a precept? God, I believe the point was made, man. Hey, there's a grave recompense for the actions of you heathen, man, and how you dealt with the children of Israel. All right. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying. And before we get out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and those that follow the word, man, in truth and sincerity. All right. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.